Back goes to Greer, the tailback. Greer sticks his head in the pile and drives forward down to about the 20-yard line, back to the line of scrimmage. And Springfield, as Tommy told you earlier, closing that middle now. And a flag is down in the Lebanon backfield, and I believe this is going to be holding against the Blue Devils. A biggie here.
John, great job by our coverage folks getting downfield on that punt to recover the muff.
Fair catch would have been a great call there, Tommy, but he obviously looked up at Kelly, who was closing quickly on him, and just enough to take his eyes off the ball, and Kelly comes up with a big recovery.
Penalty will put the Blue Devils back at the 35-yard line, where it will be first down now, and 25 to go for the Blue Devils. They have to go to the 10-yard line for the first down.
This reminder, you're listening to Blue Devil Football on WANT-FM and WCOR-AM.
Rudd to the wide side, Hankins to the short side as the Blue Devils get set to put it in play. Springfield jump. Pitt is back. Pitt going to be hit and dropped back at the 43-yard line, and I thought Springfield was way offside, but they don't get a flag, and Pitt is dropped. It'll be another big loss for Lebanon of about 7 or 8 yards, about 7 yards, so it's going to bring up second down now, and 32?
John, I thought Lebanon and Springfield was moving at the snap.
I thought the play would be called dead, Tommy. Everybody moved, it looked like, on my side over here, so if one thing gets us a lot of green to work with, maybe for a good long pass.
All right, Alsop is in. Reeves is out at fullback. The lone setback now will be Matt Greer. Rudd coming to the near side. Hankins to the short side. Alsop, the tight end, is in tight. And here's Lebanon's call. Good blocking up front. Pitt got time. Here's a screen pass, and they get it to Greer. Greer's open. He's at the 40, 35, still on his feet. Flags are down. Face mask, I believe, but he's going to go all the way down to the 30. And now Springfield thinks it's against Lebanon. Let's see what it is. It's going to be against the Blue Devils.
Well, there's nothing subtle about that, as Chris Hicks will be flagged for helping the runner. And that is as blatant an effort. He did everything but pick up Greer and throw him forward. John, have you ever seen it like that?
Not in a long time, but it dates back to junior pro days there, Tommy. But his intentions were good, and it helped, but you can't do that. Of course, it's going to cost us, I think that's a 15-yarder.
Well, we're going the wrong way, guys. We started at the 20-yard line. We're back at the... That'll probably be walked off from the spot of the foul.
That's you can't do that. Lebanon had run the screen pass, and he picked up decent yardage on the play. Springfield closed, helping the runner. Illegal advancement of the ball, and the penalty will be marked off against Lebanon. And they're calling for loss. They haven't changed the box. That's what it is. It's still second down.
It should be third.
And I think loss of down is involved.
5-yard penalty and loss of down, I think, is what they did. But the guy over there still got a 2 up, but I think he's wrong. I think it is 3rd and a mile for the Blue Devils. They got to go to the 10-yard line. The ball is on our 39. And Pitt is back to throw. Looks, fires over the middle, and is wide to Adam Pitt at the 30-yard line. The pass is off the mark, and Lebanon going to have to give up the football here as the quarter draws to a close.
Clyde, they've still got it on 3rd down, so we've got another play.
Well, I guess you're right. So only a 5-yard penalty for that?
Well, maybe from the line of Terry, where did they mark that?
Tommy, they marked it from the point of the foul. They went back 5 yards. They did not give the loss of down signal, so evidently it's not a loss of down.
Okay, so that's
Blue Devils with another opportunity here then. Okay, double wideouts to the near side. Pitt and Rudd. Hankins to the short side. 3rd and a mile. Pitt wants to throw, fires to Rudd on a look-in. Rudd's got it at the 35, inside the 30, down to about the 28, 29-yard line. And what do you think, Tommy? They may try another play here.
Well, maybe we could draw them off sides 3 times. Or at least twice.
It'll bring up a 4th down and 18 now. Almost a 4th and 19. Ball at the 29 of Springfield. Got to go to the 10.5-yard line for the first down.
I think we're going to try to draw them again and then maybe take a timeout if we don't draw them and try to work and kick them into the corner.
Ball in the center of the field, and there's wideouts left and right for Lebanon. And again, Springfield jumps. Pitt with a count, and Springfield jumps again. Now they say Lebanon is going to be flagged, but I seen nobody move Lebanon, so they're going to penalize this on Lebanon, evidently.
You think they may have gotten Pitt for a head bob?
Possibly so. Let's see if we get any indication. And they're going to walk off 5, and it's going to be 4th down.
This signal I am not familiar with, so that's
and the horn ends, and that's the end of the 3rd period. Lebanon leading 21-7 at the end of 3. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more here on the Blue Devil Network.
Hi, I'm Susan Leah, senior varsity cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We're here with Bob Lee from Lee & Lee Attorneys to thank him for his support and present him with this Blue Devil souvenir.
Lee & Lee Attorneys is proud to support Lebanon High School football.
Go, Devils, go!
Call mouthpiece if the blade didn't ever get off.
I don't know. The penalty marked off against Lebanon, 5 yards, equipment violation. Lebanon came to the line of scrimmage and got set, and one of our players did not have his mouthpiece in, so the mark off 5 yards against Lebanon. So after a kind of a screwy turn of events there on the last 3 or 4 plays, Lebanon will probably wind up kicking the football away to Springfield, maybe trying to kick him in the hole, or maybe Bob Dillard feels like his defense has played pretty well. Let's take a shot at the end zone here on 4th down and 3/4 of a mile.
Well, John says they called that on number 50, Tommy, and there's a big problem there. We don't have a 50. So maybe they're seeing things. Lebanon going to go on 4th and long. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap to Pitt. Now he's going to kick it toward the out of bounds, and he's going to get it into the end zone by about, boy, that almost was something to behold. About 6 inches, and they would have been pinned inside the 1-yard line.
Nice job by the Lebanon coaching staff as they come out in the shotgun look, and Damon is also the kicker for Lebanon, the punter, and he catches in and just tries to kick a little grounder and just barely caught that cone in the end zone. So the touchback will put the football at the 20-yard line for Springfield. Terry, not much on the yardage, but very close.
Tommy, 34 yards as it just misses the pylon. Would have been a great kick, but Springfield takes the ball at their own 20.
And here come the Jackets, and the big fullback plowing up the middle, still on his feet, going to roar out over the 21 to the 22-yard line as Lebanon had that jammed up pretty well in there. Gain of about 2 by Ellis, the fullback. Chris Ellis, a 5'10", 230-pound spark plug built, low to the ground, churned out a couple, and it's 2nd down and 8 for the Jackets.
Bubba Ligon and Lucas in there at linebacker for the Blue Devils. Griffin in the secondary, Rich, Freer, and Titus Kelly. That's your Lebanon secondary.
2nd and 8. Coming to the near side is Cabell, the receiver, and they give it to Turner. Turner is away from one man, but then the Lebanon defense closes up. And Turner going to get a couple of yards, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Big 3rd down play for the Jackets here as they jam it out to the 24-yard line. And the Blue Devil defense seemed to be jamming it up inside, Tommy, a little bit better than we did on that first drive after the half.
Good job closing to the football by those white-shirted Blue Devils. Lebanon leads 21-7, 10:45 to go in the football game.
And here comes Springfield, 3rd and 6 for the Jackets at their own 24. Johnson, handoff to Turner to the far side. Turner's going to be strung out, and they're going to get him. He's going to be shy. 2 yards, maybe 3 for Turner. And the Lebanon defensive end playing it well over there. And number 5, Jeremy Rich, coming up from a safety to help out. And they jam Turner up, and it's going to be 4th and almost 3 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 28-yard line punt formation. And back for Lebanon is going to be Joe Pereira.
And looks like Rudd as well will go deep. Twin safeties for Lebanon. Kicking the football away will be Johnson.
Johnson back to kick, and here is the kick. Long and going to be over the head of the Blue Devils, but it's going to take a Lebanon bounce and then take a Springfield bounce, cross the 40, roll out of bounds inside the 35-yard line. At the 33-yard line, they're going to mark it at the Lebanon 32, and the Blue Devils will have it at that point at their own 32-yard line. Boy, that last time we got that football was crazy, was it not?
It was some weird plays in there. Terry Stafford, what about that kick?
Tommy Johnson's kick rose out of bounds at the Lebanon 32. That's where they'll take over. The punt good for 40 yards. No return. Lebanon on their own 32 with 9:43 left in this ball game, and Lebanon up 21-7.
And here come the Blue Devils. Double wide outs to the near side. Wide side of the field. Ball on the hash mark right. 2 setbacks for the Blue Devils. Reeves, the fullback. They're going to pitch it to Greer. Greer cuts inside, got some room. Crosses the 35. Out over the 40 to the 41-yard line. Greer going to pick up about 8.5 on the carry as he got a good block from Reeves, the fullback, leading the play out of the backfield.
Also in there with a nice block was Hicks as Greer comes off tackle, cuts that sweep back, and just finds the crease. Good job getting up in the hole and just taking what the defense will give you. Lebanon now second down in short yardage.
2nd and 2. Football at about the Lebanon 40.5-yard line. Big gain for the Blue Devils on first down. Here's the Lebanon call. They give it to Reeves, and Reeves has got the first down. Blasts out over the 44, nudges it over the 45, got about 5 on the carry. Brought down in there by a ton. Bentonio Crockett. I don't think they got scales big enough to weigh him.
I tell you what, Springfield, big, strong football team, and Lebanon certainly doing a great job standing toe-to-toe in this fight tonight with them. Lebanon leads 21-7, 8:47 to go in the football game. 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
All right, for the Blue Devils, Aaron Rudd, Hankins both to the far side of the football field. They pitch it back to Greer. Greer gets a block, and a diving tackle is going to save a big gain there, and making a great play for Springfield is Casey Sweat, who made a diving tackle at Greer and just managed to get a toe at about the 45-yard line. It's going to be a loss of a yard or half yard. Call it 2nd down 10.
Sweat plays one of those linebacker spots, 6 foot 180 junior, and if he doesn't make the tackle right there for Springfield, Greer has certainly got some daylight.
Hankins coming to the near side. Simsrow is in the slot. Lebanon looking at a 2nd down and 10. Pitt to throw. Looks, fires over the middle. He's got Alsop at the 50, down over the 45, inside the 44, near the 43-yard line. It's going to be a first down Blue Devils if they spot it where they should there, and they're going to. They move the chains. Lebanon 1st and 10 in Springfield territory at the 43.
Nice play by Eric Alsop, and that offensive line for Lebanon gave Pitt some time to sit back and let Alsop come all the way across the formation to get some depth and get open. Terry, what about Damon passing the football tonight?
Tommy, that's his 11th completion of the night. 11 of 16, 156 yards and a touchdown.
Here's Lebanon. Hankins, the only split back. Simsrow in the slot. And they hand it off to Reeves. Got big yardage. Reeves over the 40. Still over on his feet. Over the 35. Down to the 32-yard line goes Brian Reeves. And he rips off another Blue Devil first down as they spot it at the 32. And it'll be 1st and 10 Lebanon as the Blue Devils are on the move.
John, that Blue Devil sideline has really got to be pleased with the way things are going now.
Tommy, that 3rd quarter, Springfield eat up more than 6 minutes of the clock. Lebanon had their long possession to eat up the other 6 minutes. So the time of possession is a big factor in the second half.
Lebanon with a first down. And here comes Reeves, still on his feet. Reeves blasts over the 30, over the 25, down over the 23 to the 21-yard line, and rips off another Lebanon first down.
Man, he is having a super night from the fullback position, and it's been a little while since we've had a fullback collect those kind of numbers. Terry Stafford, I remember Bo Grissom had a great night against Oakland a couple of years ago, but Reeves is really putting up some numbers.
Tommy, 21 carries now for Reeves, 141 yards in the game.
Football is inside the 21, almost, well, call it about the 21. And Lebanon will have a 1st and 10 at that point. Hankins split wide to the left. Here's the call, and they give it to Reeves again. Reeves still on his feet, crosses the 20, down over the 18 to the 17-yard line. A gain of about 3 by Brian Reeves. Not much of a hole there that time, but Reeves rode behind that tackle and got a couple of yards out of it.
Lebanon, as we